Hey, my name is Tony. If you're wondering about my accent, I was born and raised in Kentucky. And I thought I'd try my hand in the stock market. I don't know anything about stocks. That's why I'm calling this YouTube thing Tony's Penny Portfolio, because it literally is, really. I started a portfolio about 2 weeks ago on Robinhood, and you see it's only $300. I started 2 weeks ago with $20, and I've been buying a little bit here and there with what I could. And when I say penny portfolio, I'm serious about that, penny portfolio. And I know nobody will probably watch this, but I wanted to kind of document it myself, just for me, even if nobody does watch. But in case somebody does, maybe you can watch me fail miserably. I hope not. Or maybe you're new or newish, and we might go on this journey together, learn by trial and error, and who knows, we might make a little money. Now me, I'm not completely new. When I say that, it's with a grain of salt. A few years ago, I did invest in some stocks. I wanted to get into it, and I think it was Acorns. They had some kind of deal, and all you had to do was open a brokerage account with $5, and they would match it. So I was like, might as well try. And I read some, and I watched some videos like everybody does, and I went to Safe Route, and I invested in an ETF, and I learned about dollar cost averaging. So that's all I did. And in a couple of years, I grew that $5 to over $7,000. Man, I know that's not a drop in a bucket in the stock market. But man, I was really proud of that. But, like always, life happened. I had to sell it. Emergency came up, and I had to sell it and use the money. I don't regret it. It was the right thing to do. But, oh man, I was proud of that. I really was. And I was so bummed out about it. I didn't try no more. So 2 weeks ago, I thought I'd try it again. And this time, I thought I would document my journey. But this time, instead of just playing it safe into an ETF, I thought I would try different stuff I've never tried before, stuff I had no idea how to do, that I'm going to learn by trial and error, and hope I don't lose much money, because I sure can't afford to lose any money. I was reading an article, and I took a screenshot of it. It was on Seeking Alpha, Bad Beat Investing by Quad 7 Capital. Now, he had this play, right? Or here's the play. He had 5 entries on this. I'll tell you the stock in a minute. I got it saved and I'll show it to you. I forget the name of it. But the target entry, one, is $6.80 to $6.85, 15% of your position, right? Target entry 2, $6.70 to $6.75, 18% of your position. Target entry 3, $6.65 to $6.70, 22% of your position. And target entry 4, $6.30 to $6.35, 25% of your position. And the 5th one, $6 to $6.05, 20% of your position. Now I'm confused a little bit about this, because does he mean just find one of these and try to get in at that and do it? Or surely he don't mean do all 5 of them. See, I don't know. I'm just going to guess and thinking he means one of them. Now the play, that's the play. So he says, get in at one of those, exit at $8, and set a stop loss at 5. And I have no idea how to do all that, but I'm going to try. The stock market is closed right now. It's 1:21 a.m. and I couldn't sleep. So I figured I'd make this like introduction, introducing me video, which I still don't think anybody watch, but in case one person does. And it says options. The option trading is a bit thin, but you can sell some $7.50 calls at 3 to 4 months out on a buy right approach for added income. That's one thing I'm going to try. Now, this other article I read on Seeking Alpha was about two stocks. The company, one of the first one is Iovance Biotherapeutics, medical research firm based in California, and they do some good cancer treatment research. And the other one is Wisdom Tree. And the reasoning behind these two stocks is going to do good is because of the insider trading. Okay. What did I say it's called? Iovance? Yeah, Iovance. I think that's how you pronounce it. The insider activity on Iovance, two members of Iovance's board of directors, Wayne Rothbaum and Noel McPeak, each made substantial purchases recently. Last week, Rothbaum bought 5 million shares of the stock, valued at a huge $45,750,000. Wow. And while McPeak picked up 250,000 shares, valued at $2.287 million. So they think Iovance is going to do good because they insider trading. And on Wisdom Tree, they think that because CEO Jonathan Steinberg recently bought 303,781 shares, and that insider purchase was valued at over $2.18 million and has now pushed Steinberg's stake in the company to more than $70 million. So they think those two are going to do good. And they think Wisdom Tree, it says these comments back up the analyst outperformed by rating on the stock, while his $12 price target indicates potential for a solid 57% gain on the 1-year horizon. But there's 4 recent analyst reviews on this stock, and they're split. There's 2 buys and 2 holds. They have it down as 4 ratings of moderate buy, and the average price target is $9, and the high price target is $12, with the lower being $7.50. I don't know right at this moment what the stock goes for, but we'll look at both of them. Now, Wisdom Tree and Iovance, I thought I'd just pop over here on Zacks. Wisdom Tree, Zacks has them down as a buy rank, but Iovance Biotherapeutics they have done as a hold. So who knows, man? Maybe that's 2 stocks to watch. That's that. Let's go look at this face thing. I gotta get up here. Let me get down here. Well, first, let me tell you about this. I only got 4 stocks here. I got a little bit in VTI, a little bit in NVIDIA. I got 5 shares in AMC and 5 in SoundHound. Now, AMC and SoundHound, I'm holding on them until the earnings come out. I know AMC's earnings ain't supposed to be good, but I read something and Adam Aaron says he had so much to say during the earnings call. And people say if he says that we're not going to dilute shareholder shares, that it might go up. So whether it goes up or it don't after the earnings call, I'm getting rid of AMC because I'm worn out with it, man. I'm worn out with AMC. I was doing this, checking on it years ago, but I tell you what, I really admire the people who has held on to it and believed in it, and I really do, and I hope for them. I really do. I hope it squeezes to the moon or whatever. I hope they rack up. I really do. And SoundHound, I made a little bit of money last Wednesday. I noticed, after hours, NVIDIA's earnings was coming out. And I'm a coffee fanatic. When those people were selling, a few days before the people were selling off, the stock price was dropping. People was taking earnings, I'm guessing, in case the earnings come bad, but everything I read and watched about it said the earnings was going to be good. So, I had 4 or 5 other stocks, I can't remember. I sold all those and put what little bit I could in it, which was like only $130. And I think I'm up like almost $20. 1937. Hey man, to me, $20 is $20. Remember, this is my penny portfolio. Because I got in at $690.81, and right now it's at $785.31. So, hey, I'm happy that some people analysts think that it's going to go to $1,000 or more. Man, let's hope it does. Let's hope it. But I read one thing that said it might be in a bubble, some kind of bubble, where the stock has risen so fast and it will sell off just as fast when the bubble bursts. I'm like, oh man, I hope that don't happen. Anyways, Soundhound up 19.48% today. It's up over 5% after hours. And the reason I bought a little bit of that, I couldn't afford 5 shares is all I got. 5.11. I got in at $3.91 and it's at $7.23. Dude, I'm up $16.99 on Soundhound. I only had $20 to put in on it, I think, and it's up to $36.99. I'm like, what? And the only reason I bought into that because I read something about NVIDIA buying a bunch of shares of it. So I was like, well, they must know something, so I figured I'd buy a few. Like I said, $20 is $20 to me. And the $20 I put in on this, I thought to myself, it would suck to lose it for me, but if I lost it, it wouldn't be the end of the world, right? And Ryan says, and man, every time I get into stocks, period, I'm attracted to VTI. I've been dollar cost and averaging the VTI small amounts. All I can afford is $5 a week. I know it sounds like nothing, but hey, that's all I can do. I only own 0.22 shares of it. I got in at $240.13 and it's at $252. Total return, I'm up $2.73, almost 5%. And I got a VT weekly buy at $5. I think the latest one was yesterday. The next one's on March 4th. $20 a month. Later on, if I can raise that up, I will. If I can make a little money on the NVIDIA, Soundhound, and AMC, hopefully, eventually I'll sell all those and probably put it all into VTI, or dollar cost of average in, because I'm kind of doing this. I'm trying new things, but the VTI, I'm kind of using it as maybe like a high yield savings account kind of thing. It's better than any bank I can find. If I had some real money to put into a high percentage savings account, I would, but the more money you see, I got a $300 portfolio here, and that's it. The stock though that to get in on, let's see, where's that at? Right here, it's Pennant Investments. I think that's how you say that. And that analyst said, so it's at 681. That was in between one of the 5 plays. Get in at that 681. Set a sell order for $8 and a stop loss at $5. That way, if it drops down, you lose a little bit instead of losing everything, I guess. And I got like $20 in buying power right now. Maybe by the time we make the next video, I might have a little more. If not, that's what I'll use. But I'm guessing I'll do something with one of these limit orders. Trailing stop order, or stop limit order. Or 2 or 3 of those. I'm not for sure. But I wanted to make this video and show you my penny portfolio, which is definitely what it is. And you can see I want to document this journey, whether it goes bad for me or it goes good. Either way, I want it it out there. Maybe someday my son can watch. I have a 4-year-old little boy named Aiden, by the way. Light of my life. Oh my God. People, I thought I knew what love was. I really did. But I had no idea until my son was born. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I never had, I think my brain about went haywire when he was born because it was like the most excited I've been in my life and the most scared I've ever been in my life. And when I held him in my arms, and I got to hold him before his poor mother did, got over my heart. Oh my God. I mean, I fell in love, and somehow I fall more in love with him every day. And that boy runs me ragged. Oh my gosh, he straws my ox. That's another video though. If anybody watches this and you're interested in it, I'll be glad to tell it. I don't care. I'd tell the world about him if I could. But anyway, I wanted to show you my penny portfolio. Introduce myself. My name's Tony. The accent, I was born and raised in Kentucky. So, a fun fact, when I was young, 19 or 20, I lived in Wisconsin, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, for a year or so. And me and a friend of mine, we stayed with his mother up there. He had a sister that was in high school, and they lived right beside the high school. The girls up there loved our accent, buddy. Loved it. To us, it ain't an accent, you know. What accent? You know, I ain't got no accent. But they loved the way to hear us talk. They either loved it, or they was making fun of us, and acted like they loved it. Who knows? But they said they loved it, and for some reason, I guess I'll never forget that. Anyway, this is going to be a journey. I hope somebody comes along with me. We can learn together, hopefully through trial and error, try new things. I want to try things I've never tried. Eventually I want to try these covered calls I read about. Apparently you can't even lose. I mean, even if the stock goes to a lower price and somebody buys it and you lose your 100 shares, you still get a premium. So you get something out of it no matter what. And if you're lucky, you'll get the premium and the capital gains of the stock going up. So I want to try that. Other options, I just don't know nothing about this stuff. But someday, hopefully, I'll be getting them together. When I'm going to do these plays, I'll make a video doing it, and hopefully I can do it right. After I record the screen on my iPad, and me on my iPhone. Now I got to figure out how to edit these together. So maybe this thing will get posted on Facebook sooner or later. And I know people don't like watching these too long, and this one's already over 18 minutes.